Guys, let's talk a little bit briefly about this bully thing. And for one, I don't know why more people don't want to help people. Listen, at the end of the day, we're talking about dogs. And regardless if somebody buys in, gets a dog, starts breeding, I can't supply all the dogs in the world, nor do I want to. Therefore, it's important that I teach people correctly how to do it. And realistically, the cost shouldn't be free. This is where it might cost you to talk to me, just to be clear though. When we have our Calendly set up and you want to talk to me about nutrition, dog nutrition, that means I got to listen to all your problems. If we just talking about dogs and what your dog can do, building a dog business, making sure that you're successful, I talk dog all day. That's what I want to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't do this. So I am saddened, if you would, that more people don't take an interest in helping people get this right, because we are not playing with the life. We're trying to better the life of a dog, right? And even more importantly, the homes of others. And what does that mean? Well, some people are coming into this dog space looking at a fast return. Hey, how do I make a quick 3,000 real quick? And you go, you don't. You don't make a quick 3,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. What you do is you find a dog and you love it. You take care of it. And if that dog changes your life in any way, shape, or form, you potentially consider bettering the whole world. And then, because you breed quality, people will get on a waiting list. People will wait for your breeding to take place. There won't be a need for you to, I got these dogs over here. It'll be like, man, I'm so thankful for your dog and what you do. And we have that with us already. Because again, coming back into this breeding space, I knew that I could be of impact, could change some things. And that I knew that, and I knew even more importantly, it was important that people had the proper education. I know what the guys are saying, hey, those ain't bullies, and Merle's not a bully, that dog's too skinny. We're building an American Terrier at the end of the day. I'm building a whole new dog. But they're rooted in bullying. And last time I checked, all bullies are different. There is no consistency. Because if I wanted to breed a bulldog and put a bully face on, I just would have done that. And that's the primary way in which people are doing it. But I don't want health problems. So I like the terrier side. The terrier side is always going to yield a healthier result, while also adding components from the bully so that you get a little bit more muscle and bone per se. You don't need big bones. You need bones that actually work and are not brittle and don't break, etc. So here's the thing. You've got questions about how to get started in the bully space. First question that I often get is, hey, how do I start my kennel? Find you a female. Love that female. The reason why I say find you a female is because it genuinely ensures that you have to be patient. Even if you rushed it and waited a year, you still had to wait a year. And I think you should wait 2 or at least till the third heat, which puts you at that 16 to 18 month, time frame. And that in itself is an opportunity for you to connect, pour into the female. My buddy said it best. He said some people are rushing to basically breed a 1-year-old. And a 1-year-old is like breeding a 7-year-old girl. A 7-year-old, human being. Would you want your 7-year-old daughter to take care of a litter or two? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't want that child. The child couldn't raise his child. So people say, hey, how did you have such success in your litter? Well, her endocrine system was properly developed. She had all the nutrients she needed for the first 2 years. I watched and allowed her to grow up and fill out and be supportive of that other litter. So we focus more on the health side of this thing. And as I told the guys, we're not going to come in and focus on how to get all the dogs out in the world. We're going to try to breed the best dogs on earth, and that's going to take 5 years based on the crap that people are doing to the dogs and what they've been doing to the dogs, which means we've got a lot of work to do. But if you got questions, as I've said before, feel free to message me on Instagram, and that's where it's easiest for me to reply. Thank you for those who are buying and supporting the bully blocks, our puppy blocks. Bully blocks are next. And as you always see, we're going to keep taking care of our dogs, teaching you a little bit about behavior and things that I would do. I didn't know that this stuff was going to be so impactful, man. I did not know. I did not anticipate, nor did I hope or pray that this was going to be the result. I knew that we had a lot of work to do and that there was opportunity here to better the community. And I'm sorry, and I don't say sorry to be clear. I don't carry guilt because I live at the edge of my seat. But I'm sorry that no one cared enough to help you become a better breeder or potentially show you the way. Because here's the facts too. People ain't even trying to breed better dogs. Think about that. When's the last time a better dog was bred because it came from a specific kin? The fact that, it used to be to approve females. but because people are living and dying by this thing, I think somebody told me that, you know, Bossy Kennel's cat, she did about $2.3 million. And that's quite a bit of money for somebody who doesn't understand money. But that's child's play. And if you need dogs to survive, if you need to breed dogs to live, if you need to breed dogs to thrive, you're going to have to build facilities. You know what the average facility runs? I remember a baseball facility I ran back in the day. I used to train out of there a little bit. And it cost $1,500 every day to turn the lights on because of how big it was. $1,500 to turn the light on. Depending on the area you're in, you're going to have to keep the dogs warm. You got to feed them dogs every day. They need water. They need love. They need care. They have to have exercise. You can't vouch for health or temperament if they're not being put in situations that allow that temperament to be tested. And most breeders and ones who have kennels, they're not taking those dogs out and experiencing the world. So we have to take our time here. And my guys know if they fail, if their dog doesn't meet my standard, and I did a video, I think if I didn't, on making sure you write your own standard for you and your kennel club, then the dog never gets bred. I'll give you your paperwork and we never have another conversation. But we're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to get it right a few more times than we get it wrong. And no matter what happens, we're rolling the dice, hoping for the best. But hope is only good on Sundays, as I Am Stan says, over at Iron Sharp K9. And we're as good as the work we're doing, and we're trying our best to be better. So stay tuned, take care of your dogs, like, subscribe, share.